it's pouring rain outside, and I had some vegetables in the refrigerator, and I thought, I'm going to make myself some zucchini boats. They are real easy to make, and they're delicious, and they're a great, I guess you could say, grab bag for whatever you got in the fridge. So in the fridge I had 2 cups of mushrooms, which I have sauteed now with garlic, onion, and some parsley. And I went ahead and made some rice. This is about half a cup of dry rice. It's about a cup of rice. I'd added some bouillon to it, and although this is non-stick, when you cook it in bouillon, it does stick. I guess there's something in the bouillon that does that. So I have to remember that even if I'm using the non-stick rice cooker, if I could add anything to the rice outside of water, it will stick. So I'm going to have to spray that with oil next time. So I'm going to mix these two together, or at least put them together in the same pot for now. I'm going to be adding to this the insides of the zucchini after I cut them open. A couple of peppers I'm going to saute. And although I added 3 cloves of garlic to the mushroom, it needs more garlic, so I'm going to go ahead and add more garlic to this too. I have this nice big zucchini here, so I'm going to start by cutting off the ends, and then I always cut off the ends, and then I'm going to cut it in half. Look at this, lengthwise. And then I probably will cut it in half, each one in half like that. Now I'm going to scoop out the insides. So I'm just going to take a spoon and there we go. Just take it right out. I was having some trouble deciding which of these 2 baking dishes I should use for the zucchini, and it seems like this one is the best. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it with some oil, and I'm going to put the little zucchini in there. Just like this. This one seemed to fit. There, perfect. I've put a little bit of olive oil in a pan to cook this up, so I'm just going to take this and kind of coarsely chop it, because I'm going to soften it in the frying pan with the olive oil, and then mix it up with the mushrooms and the rice and all that. There we go. As soon as the frying pan's warmed up, I'm going to go ahead and throw that in. While the zucchini's cooking up, I'm just going to prepare these 2 peppers, more for color than anything else. Got a little, they have a little bit of a seed pod in there, so I'm just going to take that out and chop these up. The peppers are all chopped up, and as soon as the zucchini is ready, I'm going to take it out, put it in the rice here, and put the peppers in to saute. These cooked up very nicely. They're soft right now, maybe a little bit browned. I made sure I could get a fork through easily, because there's a lot of liquid in the zucchini. It definitely has shrunk quite a bit. I'm going to throw that into the rice here. Let me get that in the right place. And next I'm going to put the peppers in. Here we go. Because the previous amount of garlic, 3 cloves, is barely discernible, so those are the peppers. Let's throw them into the rice also. It's looking better and better, isn't it? Finally, here's the garlic. I'm going to throw it in the pan and just let it cook for a few seconds. Now I just cooked the garlic for a minute or 2. I'm going to take it out and put it in with the mushrooms and the rice, and then I'm going to do something called deglazing the pan. This is a stainless steel pan, and as you can see, a lot has stuck to the bottom, which is all the good stuff. So I'm going to get racy here. And I have some white wine. These are great little bottles to get, like at the grocery store. Red and white can just adds a nice little amount of flavor. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to pour some, just about a tablespoon or so in here. I'm going to put this on the stove and just let it pick up all the flavor from the bottom. You can see that it already has started doing that. In just a minute or two, you can see how nicely that hot liquid at the bottom has taken off all the little cooked pieces. So I'm going to take the little bit of wine that's left and all this stuff and put it into the bowl with the rice. And I'm going to just mix it up and give it a little taste. I am tempted to add some lemon thyme to this, and I think I'm going to do that, plus some salt and pepper. I want to make sure all the vegetables are completely incorporated. It's yummy, and I'm going to start putting it in the little zucchini cavities. I think I may have more rice than I have room for in the zucchini, but that's okay. The rice is so good I can eat it separately with something else. If you want to add cheese to this, to the top of this, that's fine. I wouldn't add cheese until the last minute. I don't know how long these zucchini are going to take to cook, and it might be too much for the cheese. So right now we're just going to cook this and get the zucchini itself nice and soft, and we'll add cheese later. Here they are ready to go into the oven, which has been preheated at 350. Here they are right out of the oven. It took about 55 minutes. About the last 10 or 15 minutes I had to put foil on top to keep the rice from burning. I was able to get a fork in very easily into the zucchini, and that's how I knew it was done. While the oven was on, I went ahead and made some oatmeal cookies with raisins and cranberries. I took the dough out of the freezer, added the raisins and cranberries, and threw them in the oven at the same time. And here they are. I put them in that nice little brown dish for serving. I was going to put cheese on top of these, but they are so good just the way they are that I decided to forego the cheese. You could certainly put cheese on them too, or add ground beef or anything else you want, but I just like these the way they are. Thank you so much for watching.